Greetings! Welcome to Bruce's World of Stuff. And in today's video, we're going to show off something brand spanking new from Gaahleri. And today we're going to paint a Ford Bronco that was supposed to be my off-road group build for Pat over at Cardz Scale Dreams, and did not happen. So apologize about that, Pat. Maybe this year in 2026. But we're going to use, which we already had it prepped and ready, same everything, but we just don't get it done. We had good intentions of getting it done by December 31st because we all primered and all the new Kaleido matte white primer. But time ran out. What can I say? I have a new Gaahleri airbrush. This is a advanced copy for me to try out, which will be coming out very shortly when you see this video. And it's called The Seeker. So stand by. You'll get more on that right after these awesome messages from our sponsors, because we're going to try this thing out today. Welcome back. Appreciate you sticking around, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being an awesome subscriber, because you do stick around and you do come back and you like, share, subscribe, because that's what YouTube wants me to say. My videos, I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. We've picked up quite a few in the last couple of months, and appreciate each and every one of you also. And I want to thank scalefinishes.com with an Eclectic 10 discount code, and Gaahleri.com with a capital BEW, sponsor of today's video, and VCG Resin by Reese, which is also a supporter of this channel, and that is an AMC Live 10. And Josh and Chris over at Scale Speed Garage is also the sponsors of the AMC Livecast, which is every Thursday night at 8 p.m. unless otherwise notified. And that's all we have for that. And one more thing of housekeeping. Ed over at One Team Garage and I are hosting a Big Fenders, Fins, and Chrome 2026 group build. Starts January 30th on my birthday, and has started, and will end December 31st, 2026. Then we'll get some pictures put together and make a little video out of that. And no, you do not have to have a Facebook, or you don't have to have a YouTube channel. There will be two email addresses, one for me and one for Ed, that you can send pictures to. We would like to have a beginning picture of what you're building and a little description of what you're going to do with it, and an ending picture for when you get it done. And you can put a little text in there of what you did to it. Not necessary to send update photos in the middle. You YouTube people, do your thing. Just make sure you hashtag or link me or Ed or One Team Garage in the video, and there is a hashtag on the screen here. Make sure you use that too in the description, so that way we can get in there and maybe YouTube will let us find you guys. If you would like to send a notification to one of the email addresses, let us know that you're joining. That would be absolutely awesome too. Or comment on any of the videos. So that means we'll have to read all comments on all videos. Well, we do, but we don't always answer. If you get a like and a thumbs up, that means we read it. Can't answer all of them, but we do try to read all of them. Not enough hours in the day, even though I'm retired. So, after all that rambling, let's get down here and let me show you what we've got. This is absolutely awesome. There you are. What you see here is the back side of the box with all the information on it. And as it comes around, yeah, we got a new toy. You will see Gaahlerie's new Seeker Advanced Series airbrush. Comes with a 0.3 and a 0.5 needle, and this is built off of the Mobius chassis, which you've seen in another video where we announced it. But now we're going to be using it, and this is I'm excited to use this. I've not used it yet, so let's get the box off to whirligig, which is something new. I decided I move up into the world, and we'll get this. We got some black spoons. And this is the Kaleido matte black on all these spoons, and these are just white spoons because we got a couple colors we're going to spray today. And where are we at? I lost them. And one of them is the Kaleido K03 red, and then this one is the K14 cobalt blue. So those are going to be the two colors we're spraying today. That's why I got two spoons. So we're going to use a new Seeker here, and we're going to spray this stuff and see how it works out. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after we get everything set up and ready to go. Hi, welcome back. Couple things I want to note. I have not used this airbrush yet, and I was changing the needle and seat, and I did not take out the other seat in the video. And let me turn that off. And I did not know they did this, but the 0.5 and the 0.3 have their own caps. Sometimes you change this to needle seat, but here they're furnishing two caps. So let me show you what we're doing, what we got. So I put the 0.5 in here, and of course I changed the nozzle on the pattern cap on the end, but it does come with a whole cap assembly, needle seat for the 0.5 and the 0.3. I wanted to show you that. Now I also want to show you, because Gaahleri will get this video, I had an issue getting this back in place, and we'll show you what we did. This was not meant to be part of the video, but hey, it's part of the video now. Bring it down a little bit. When I pulled this back, because this comes out. Well, it won't come out with a needle in it. Takes the needle out. Because this came out, right? And as you can see, it's got the got a groove in it where the needle goes through. Right there. And this is supposed to sit down in this pocket down in there. Well, when this slides forward all the way, that happens. Okay? And when you pull back, it's out of kilter. It's no longer in the groove. and it's jammed up in there. So what I had to do was take this out, and for some reason this is not designed tall enough, and if you put it in there like this, it's still gets cockeyed. But if you pull it back, sometimes it hangs up on the hole where the plunger goes. Now the other airbrushes they have don't do that. So there's something wrong in this design, apparently. Not sure what's going on there. One of these is not tall enough. So what I had to do is stick this in its position and hold it there, and then get this lined up just right and stick that in there like that, and then screw this in. That way the button works and it still pulls back. Now, another thing it did was when I went to tighten this cap up a while ago, it twisted sideways in that barrel. Yes, I'm showing all the warts and everything. So, we don't hide anything on this channel just because they're a sponsor. That's the reason why they send out these advanced copies. Now, as you can see, it's working now. A while ago, I turned that, and it must have dropped down and got cocked sideways in there, and it wouldn't do nothing. So, there you go, Sita. Warts and all, girl. So we did do a spray test with alcohol, or IPA, whichever you like to call it, and it works fine. So we're going to go on with the demonstration. We just wanted to show the warts, and so far what we found. But other than that, I mean, it's an awesome looking brush. We did our first look video. You will see that before you see this. We did not change this, so we did not know it was a whole thing. But hey, that's cool. Maybe they've already caught this in production. So, but we tell you just like it is. Even though they sent this, that doesn't mean we're going to say, "Oh, goody, goody, it's a perfect thing." Blah 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 blah. No. If there's a wart or an issue, we show it right here on the channel. Yes, they are a sponsor, and they don't know about these things unless you tell them. She will get an email, and tell her what I found, and I will give them an advanced look at this video. So. So they can they can look at it themselves. So anyway, let's go ahead and get over here and spray some spoons. Oops, that's the wrong camera, Bruce. And we're out of paint again. That's fine, just right. We're out of paint again, so that's just right. Probably need to move the microphone over there. Of course, you didn't see any of that because I forgot to switch the cameras. Oh well. Sorry about that. Anyway, I forgot to switch cameras. So here's this here on there, and we put one drop of this in there. We apologize you didn't get to see it, but that's a pretty color. That's the white spoon and a black spoon. So sorry about that. Like if I get up here closer, you can see the dark. This one's darker, and this one's brighter. Yeah, that's a pretty color. So maybe the next one we can do better. Who knows? It could happen. Oopsie. I need to move the microphone over here to you, don't I? Yeah, I should. So we'll let those two dry. And we'll put them right there. Because they'll be dry to touch after a while. And we'll get this cleaned out, and then we'll get out the blue to paint those spoons, and we can paint body parts. So hang on, and we'll be right back. Okay, we got the Gaahleri Advanced Seeker cleaned out, and looks pretty good down in there. Spray stuff through it. So what we're going to do now is going to spray another black and white spoon, and then we're going to spray the K14 cobalt blue, and put 12 drops in the brush, and put 1 drop of this in there. It's kind of dry back here today, and I suggest always put at least 3 drops in per cup full. I found that works pretty good. We've already shook this with our paint shaker, but really do it again anyway. Now I don't use this cap. I use a pipette. And yeah, I got a piece of tape on the back. I stick that pipette in. I take a cotton swab and I just stir it. Then we use that same cotton swab to clean it out. Okay, you notice I don't have the fan on because this has no odor. And once again, we're running 22 pounds of air pressure through a 0.5. We'll give that a minute, and then we'll give it another coat. Okay, so we blew air on it for about 5 minutes. So we're going to put another coat on here. This paint goes a long ways. Right now we're just shooting up what's in the gun. Amazing how far this paint goes. And it's still spraying. It's got a good pattern though. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There, we're out of paint. When this paper gets real dirty, we're going to put aluminum foil in here like Jason does. So there, we have that test done. Let me get this cleaned up and we'll show you the spoons when they dry. Okay, we got the brush cleaned out, and it's been about 10 minutes, and this is dried. Different camera angle. This one is the black, and this is the white spoon. There again, that's the Kaleido Cobalt Blue KO14. So, looks pretty good. That shine is just the paint. So we're going to get some red on this thing. That's this color right here. And that's red. K003, red. So we'll get things ready and we'll bring you right back. Okay, we have our new Seeker brush loaded up. Got red paint in it. And we're going to go ahead and turn the fan on just to make everybody happy. And we'll blank out the noise as we go with the music. Let's do a little bit of a recap here. Where we're at. We sprayed some spoons and sprayed a bit of the body. And we used the Kaleido K104 and K003 red. This is cobalt blue. Here's the two spoons. Black one's on the left on this side. This is black. And this is white spoon. It's a beautiful color. Then the cobalt blue. Once again, the black is on the left. And the right one is the white spoon. That's a pretty color. Yeah, I'm rubbing my fingers on it, right? Well, that's because it's set for about a half hour. Bark alert, Tippy bark alert. We got the Bronco red on it. That's a pretty color. We got a little boo-boo right here at the bottom of the door. We got a run. Oops, you can't see. Right there's a run. You can see it right there. Yeah, we show all the warts. What we'll do, we'll try to sand that down. We'll put this in the dehydrator for about an hour. Then we'll do a wet sanding on that, see what that looks like. And if we have to, we'll shoot the whole side again. It's not going to hurt anything. That's not the brush's fault. That's my fault. Not quite used to the trigger, which is okay. These things happen. And it's not anything to get worried about. But that red sure is pretty on that white spoon. It's just, funny thing is, the same color as the Jeep now. Ain't that special? We'll be right back. We're going to get everything ready to paint the cobalt blue on the top and the hood, because although those were black in the picture on the box, I'm painting them blue because the color scheme is going to be red, white, and blue to match Stars and Stripes Acme build. So I'm building. I'm doing three things: group build, demo, and Acme on one video. Sure. So we'll get that part painted. Then we'll get the rest of the car painted, and we'll bring you back when we get all that done and show you what we've got done and go from there. Then we'll do a final on the video. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, so we got the cobalt blue loaded up in the paint gun, and we're going to paint the hood and the roof. Bark alert, TP bark alert again. So I'm going to get you over to the paint booth, which is right there. You know, don't want you to fall down on the way. There we go. See, you made it just fine. You didn't even get hurt. Thank God. We don't want that around here on our channel. So once again, we're going to turn the fan on to keep all those fan people happy. You're wondering why I painted the bottom of the hood like that, because I wanted to see what it's going to look like. I will repaint it black later. Alright, Chip, that's enough, buddy. Alright, there's the first light coat. I'm assuming I was in the shot. We'll let that set a couple minutes and we'll be right back. And that's it. That's much of the paint demos we're going to do with this airbrush. It absolutely works awesome, except for the little latchy issue for the slide. Like I said, Gaahleri will be getting this video, and they can analyze it all to their heart's content. And like I said, we show the warts and all here. Just because somebody's a sponsor don't mean we're always going to give it a good thing or 2 thumbs up. In this case, it's a thumbs up, and it works great. So no thumbs down. I'm sure if it's a issue, they will get it fixed. Otherwise, it may just be that this is a advanced copy. It's not ready to come out yet till after you see this video. It'll be coming out in late January or early February. So we'll get this video edited, and we'll shoot this to my representative, Cena, and see what they have to say. The brush is a great brush. It's a Mobius, and that's obvious. It's got the same body style and everything. And I'm not a fan of the round trigger top. I like the big square one, like I got on here, better. I can do more with it, and I'm sure I can take this out and put it in the other brush, and it'll work just fine. Because I believe this is the same style. Anyhow, we'll order a new button for that brush just to make ourselves happy. That's what we do, right? We treat ourselves. But once again, these spoon tests are awesome, and they'll go in the box, and they'll stay there until we get done with the kit, and then we'll put in our spoon samples after we write on what they are. So my thoughts on the new Seeker Advanced Series airbrush from Gaahleri. It's new. Now I realize the copy that I have is the advanced copy. No, that's not the right word. Prototype copy. I don't know, one of those words. It's a nice airbrush, and it's definitely based off of the Mobius chassis, and it looks nice and sleek. It looks great. As you can see, it cleans up nice. Everything works on it. I'm still concerned about the trigger action. It seems a little sluggish at times, but I think it might be because of this issue back here. Sometimes it seems to hang just a tad. Not bad. Like I said, this was a advanced prototype copy that they sent me. That was the word I was looking for. They may have already fixed this now, but we will send this to our Gaahleri representative, this video, and let them take a look at it and get their thoughts on it. But I mean, would I recommend this brush? Sure. It's nicely balanced. It sprays well. It has a different tip and needle tip housing than the spray pattern than the Mobius. Same style cartridge, a little shorter, and but the spray pattern is really good. It sprayed the Gaahleri Colorworks paints very well. We're going to continue using this because the body came out really good. I know it looks pink on the screen, but that's that red. Looks really good. I got a little run right here I need to sand out just a little. Once again, a user problem. I was just waiting for this to dry so I could do it again. You know, I showed you that where I had that little wrinkle on the door. Anyway, I'm really happy with the way it sprays. And that Gaahleri paint just lays down so great. So those are my thoughts on this airbrush. I haven't checked the website yet and see if you can replace the trigger. I'm sure you probably can. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of the round dome type trigger. My finger slides off of it too easily. At 72 years old, I don't have much feeling in my fingers because of my diabetes, so I have to drag my finger over the edge of the trigger to pull it back. So anyway, everybody has their way of doing it, but it fits my hand well, and like I said, it's balanced well. Just that slide problem is just a little concerning, but you know, once they got it together, it works okay. So I have not tried the 0.3 needle. That's neither here nor there for me because I use the 0.5 most of the time anyway. I have the 0.3 needle and other brushes that I use, so we may put it in here and paint something with it later throughout the build. We still got lots of stuff to paint, so stay tuned for some more thoughts on this brush as I continue using it. So we'll say see you in the next segment and or video. Bye. Well, all that being said, we'll catch you in the next video of this build, because we're going to break this video right here, and like I said, we're going to send it to Cena, and I may add it to the next video. If I don't, okie dokie. If I do, that's okie dokie too. So if I don't, I'm going to say thank you each and every one of my subscribers. Be safe, be kind. Thank you for like, share, subscribing. Save the fingers. I want to thank all of our awesome first responders and active military personnel, and want to thank all of our awesome veterans too. So you take care, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. And yes, save the fingers. If I didn't say that, save them anyway. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm going somewhere. Bye.